Shalom Aleichem everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful week. All is going well. I wanted to share with you a very brief thought on Parshat Yitro. We're going to focus on the fourth Dibra, on the Dibra of Zachar es Yom HaShabbos Lakadsho. And what I want to highlight is, if you compare the fourth Dibra, comparing Parshat Yitro to what we find the second time the Aseret HaDibros are recorded in Parshat V'eschanan, we'll find some subtle but very meaningful differences in how the Aseret HaDibros are presented. First, we find, most obviously, and we say it every single Friday night in our Lechadodi, we have in this week's Parsha, Zachar es Yom HaShabbos Lakadsho. And in Parshat V'eschanan, it is Shamar es Yom HaShabbos Lakadsho. So what exactly is the difference between Zachar on the one hand and Shamor on the other? Chazal tell us Zachar is mitzvah say, Shamar is the mitzvah lo taseh, but perhaps more deeply, what's the message of Zachar? What is the message of Shamor? That's difference number one. The second difference that you find is, why do we keep Shabbos? The Dibros tell us, give us a reason why we keep Shabbos. In Parshat Yitro, our Parsha, we are told, why do we keep Shabbos? Lo taseh melacha ata vincha vitecha, Ki sheishes yamim asa Hashem es hashamayim v'es haaretz, es hayom es kol asher bam, vayonach bayom hashvi'i. We keep Shabbos because what Rav Soloveitchik liked to speak about, the Latin word imitatio Dei. We imitate Hashem. Hashem worked kiviyachol for 6 days in the Brias HaOlam, rested on the 7th, and we commemorate Brias HaOlam by also engaging for 6 days, Sheishes Miyam Melacha, and then on the 7th day is a day of Menucha, a day of rest. When you look at Parshas V'eschanan, the Aseret HaDibros, you'll find it's a very different reason. The reason we keep Shabbos there is Vazacharta, remember, Ki Eved Hayisa Be'eretz Mitzrayim. Remember that you were Avodim Mitzrayim. There's no mention of Bereshis. There's no mention of the Brias HaOlam. Keep Shabbos. Vazacharta Ki Eved Hayisa Be'eretz Mitzrayim. And that's curious. What in the world is the connection between Shabbos and Yetzias Mitzrayim? Shabbos and Brias HaOlam, I get perfectly. 6 days of work, rest on the 7th, I get that. What's the connection between Shabbos and Yetzias Mitzrayim? Not so clear. I like to cite often, but tongue-in-cheek a little bit, a Tosas in Maseches Psachim Daf Kuf Yud Zayin, which cites a Mechilta. And the Mechilta says something amazing, that what kind of work did Bnei Yisrael do in Mitzrayim? We did Avodas Parech. Well, if you take it, the gematria of the word Parech, Pei, Reish, Chav, what does it equal? Not relevant what it equals. Take the Atbash gematria of Parech. The backwards gematria, where Taf is worth 1, Shin is worth 2. So in such a case, Pei is the 6th to last letter of the alphabet, that's a Vav, Reish is the 3rd to last, Gimel, and Chav is the 11th going forward, the very next letter is the 11th going backwards, that's Lamed. Vav, Gimel, Lamed. Added up, 39. So what work did Bnei Yisrael do in Mitzrayim? Avodas Parech, Avodas Lametes. When we were taken out of Mitzrayim, we were relieved of Avodas Lametes. The Mechilta suggests that's your connection between Yetzias Mitzrayim and Shabbos. Cute. But that's not the Pshat. I don't think that's the Pasha Pshat. But that's the second difference, the reason we keep Shabbos. Third difference is very subtle but very meaningful. In Parshat Yitro, we're told, at the end of the Dibra, Al Kain, Beirach Hashem es Yom HaShabbos Vayikadsheu. Who sanctifies Shabbos? Who makes Shabbos Shabbos? The answer is, Al Kain, Beirach Hashem es Yom HaShabbos Vayikadsheu. Take a look at the last pasuk in the fourth Dibra V'eschanan. You'll find something very different. There you'll find, Al Kain, Tzivcha Hashem Elokecha La'asos es Yom HaShabbos. Hashem commanded us, La'asos, to make Shabbos. Very interesting. So what are the three differences? In our parsha, it's Zachor. What's the reason we keep Shabbos? Zecher Lama'aseh Bereshis. And Al Kain, Beirach Hashem es Yom HaShabbos Vayikadsheu. I would suggest that there are two aspects to Shabbos. There's Shabbos Bereshis, and there's Shabbos, what I'll call Eschanan, Shabbos Mitzrayim. In Shabbos Mitzrayim, it's Shamor. Why do we keep it? V'zachar t'kivra yisa beretz Mitzrayim. And Al Kain, Tzivcha Hashem Elokecha, La'asos im Shabbos, who's the Mekadesh of Shabbos, not Hashem. We're commanded to make Shabbos. What's the idea? So there's two aspects to Shabbos. There's one aspect to Shabbos that Shabbos, the Gemara Beitza tells us, is Kidsha V'Kaima. The seventh day of the week, Shabbos Kodesh, is Kodesh irrespective of anything we do. If we were to, Chas V'Shalom, lie in bed all Shabbos long, Shabbos would have Kedusha. Hashem, by virtue of the fact that He created for 6 days, rests on the seventh, endowed the seventh day with an inherent Kedusha. It's very different than Yontif. Yontif, we are Mekadesh. Shabbos is Kidsha V'Kaima. Al Kain Beirach Hashem Es Yom HaShabbos Vayikadsheyu. He sanctified it. It is inherently Kadosh. And the idea is that's implanted in the Bria, and we keep Shabbos as a Zecher. We remember Hashem as the Borei Olam, and therefore, Zachor, reflect, think, intellectualize, cognize. It's Yom HaShabbos HaKadsha because it'll help you realize Hashem is the Borei Olam. I would even argue that the Shabbos of this week's Parshat Yitro would, technically speaking, apply to Goyim as much as it would apply to Jews. Because they too have to recognize Hashem as the Borei Olam. But then there's Parshas V'Eschanan. What is the unique aspect of Yitzias Mitzrayim? Yitzias Mitzrayim is when Bnei Yisrael was forged as a nation. We went into Mitzrayim as a family. We came out, to borrow an American expression, as one nation under God. We came out as an Am. Yitzias Mitzrayim was that process, that Kur HaBarzel, that incubator, where Bnei Yisrael emerged as a nation, one nation under God. And if you think, if there's one mitzvah that we keep that identifies the Jew as a Jew, you ask someone if he's a Torah Jew, what's the question you ask? Are you Shomer Shabbos? Do you keep Shabbos? You don't ask, are you Zocher Shabbos? Are you a Shomer Shabbos? Do you embrace Shabbos? Do you keep Shabbos? Because Bnei Yisrael was created as an Am at Yitzias Mitzrayim. The mitzvah that perhaps identifies our uniqueness as an Am more than any other mitzvah is Shmira Shabbos. And therefore, it's not enough to be just Zachor Yom HaShabbos HaKadsha. It must be Shamor, embrace, take hold. That's what makes us unique. In fact, Goy Sheshavas, this Shabbos of V'Eschanan, Goy Sheshavas, if a Jew, if a Gentile keeps Shabbos, Chayv Misa. This is the unique Os He, Bein Mi, Ubein Bnei Yisrael. It's the unique bris that was established at Mitzrayim, and that's why we keep Shabbos. Who's the Mekadesh of this Shabbos? It's not just Al Kain Berach Hashem Es Yom HaShabbos Vayikadsheyu. It's Al Kain Tzivcha Hashem Elokecha La'asos Es Yom HaShabbos. We have to make this Shabbos. We have to endow it with a higher level of Kedusha. And as a famous Israeli poet once said, Yoter Shabbos Shomer Es Yisrael, Mi Yisrael Shomer Es HaShabbos. By us keeping Shabbos, Shabbos in turn keeps us. And the message over here is it's for this aspect of that unique status that we have of one nation under God, which Shabbos helps us preserve. Even the Goyim, by the way. A lot of the Western world has a day of rest, has a Sabbath. But Hashem organized it that the real Shabbos, that's V'Shomru B'nei Yisrael Shabbos. That's Osi Beini Uvein B'nei Yisrael. The Muslims have Friday, but that's not real Shabbos. The Christians have Sunday, that's not real Shabbos. The Shabbos, that's V'Shomru B'nei Yisrael Shabbos. And by us being Shomer Shabbos, in a real way, embracing Shabbos, appreciating Shabbos, what it means for families, what it means to unplug, what it means to connect to Yiddishkeit, to spirituality, to learning, to have that one day. That's what keeps us as Jews. But it's not enough just to have a zechira. It's not enough just to have a memory, a cognition, an intellectualizing. It has to be something that we're shomer, that we embrace, that we watch over, that we preserve, because by us cleaving, embracing, preserving Shabbos, Shabbos in turn preserves and embraces us. It keeps us going. It keeps our uniqueness. And I give everyone a bracha that we should all be zoche to be Shomer Shabbos. And as a result of our being Shomer Shabbos, Shabbos Mirz Hashem will be Shomer us.